Good morning and welcome to Full Circle Ozarks.
Good morning, Full Circle Ozarks friends and family. It's finally time for me to get back to milling some 2x6s to put on the roof of the sawmill shed. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Again, I've got some utility poles. I'm going to start by taking some of this copper ground cable off. So we're going to be working on that for a little while. Get these ready for sawing. Then I'll get my metal detector and run across these. So anyway, let me start getting these off and make sure you come along and keep an eye on me, make sure I'm doing it right. One staple out. Well, folks, did you ever wonder what was on the bottom of a utility pole? There it is. And I dropped a staple. Got that picked up. We'll wind this copper wire here up. Well, that's what I got off of this utility pole here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start taking this stuff right here off. And I think what I'll do, just going to turn the camera off, get everything off, and when I get ready to hit it with the metal detector, I'll turn the camera back on and show you what that looks like. Well, folks, I got all of the known nails and screws out of this. Unfortunately, somewhere, let's see, right here, I don't know if you can see that very good, there's a screw sticking out. There was two screws that was in about that deep, and they twisted off. So I'm going to go ahead and take a risk on this. I'm going to cut a slab off the top and see if I can go ahead and get a couple of 2x6s out of this. Don't know if I'll be able to or not. I may hit those screws and mess the blade up. The blade that I have on here is ready to be changed anyway. So I'll just have to be real careful when I get to this area here, and I hope I don't hit those screws. But otherwise, I think this is about ready to mill. Again, I had to take this scanner here. If I get close to those bunks, you can hear it going off. And I went up and down through here really good. I'm not finding any more metal. And if you look right in here, that's where that screw is at. So anyway, I hope I can avoid that, but I think I'm going to go ahead, fire the mill up, and see. I think I can get at least a couple of 2x6s out of this, and we'll just have to see. I may end up having to just take and saw this in half here in a little bit and get around those screws. And then I got some good wood here, good wood up there that I need some shorter 2x6s with anyway. So I just got to really watch those. So here's hoping I don't hit them. Well, here we go, friends. That was holding me up. Here's the first screw hole that I have to avoid. I'm hoping I can saw just right under that. Folks, I've got a screw going in this way right here and one right there that's broke off. I think it looks like I'm going to be able, I believe that's going to leave the rest of that screw in the top half here. We're going to find out. Here we go. Well, folks, that's pretty amazing. You can see this screw here sticking out. This is where the other hole was at. It looks like the rest of that screw stayed in there. Let me pull it off. So I still have a screw here I've got to avoid. I think what I'm going to do is we'll cut another 2x6 off right here and go right below this screw. Did you hear that sound? I did hit that screw. I'm going to back it back out. Okay, I still haven't got around that screw yet. I'm just going to drop down and another 1.5 inches. Then I'll deal with this part later. Well, folks, I will have to say this is the most problematic utility pole that I've milled thus far, but I'm not going to quit. It's just a little bit of time and effort, and there was something that I hit about right here. Yeah, there it is. That was a little bit deeper in the wood, and the metal detector did not detect that. I'll see if I can finish getting this cut up. There's the culprit. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's where the saw blade hit that screw there. It's broken off in there. But anyway, I got it out, and I gotta go ahead and change blades. Then I'll finish splitting this one here in half, and we'll have some 2x6s. These were kind of costly in terms of time. I was very careful when I got real close to it, so I just barely touched the screw. So I may have a couple of bad teeth, but I think I can go ahead and sharpen it and get some more usage out of that blade. It was ready to be sharpened anyway. So, well, hey folks, it's the next day out on the mill. That last utility pole was very problematic. Those there was 2 screws that was embedded down in there. That dulled the blade. So the first thing I want to do this morning is go ahead and put another blade on here. All that to say, I did get 3 good 2x6s, 14 foot long. So that's a good thing. And I don't know if you can see it over there, but there's an offcut over there. I might possibly get another 2x6 out of it later. But anyway, I want to start this morning to go ahead and just put a fresh blade on here. And I've got a couple of offcuts that I've got laid over to the side. I'm going to put those on the first thing this morning. I only need, I think, 3 or 4 more 2x6s, and I'll be ready to start on that. Start on putting the roof up. So just makes it a little bit easier just to go ahead and slide the mill head down here. Got a little bit better access to everything. Let me grab my gloves here. This blade's not so sharp anymore, but that fresh blade got a pretty good edge on it, so it's always good to wear gloves. You know, the good thing, just at a cursory glance, I don't see any broken teeth, so I'll be able to sharpen this. Let me grab my fresh blade here. As you can see, it's not too hard to put a fresh blade on. Just make sure the back of the blade here is just a little bit proud of the back. Okay, that looks good. Apply a little bit of attention to it now. Half, 1, half, 2, half, 3. I found for myself between 2.5, 3 turns works out pretty good. Yep, I like it. Well, got the fresh blade on. I'm going to start with those two offcuts that I'd mentioned. I don't know if you can hear it, but the chickens sure are happy this morning. They must have laid a dozen eggs already. Got to cut this one for length before I get a tube of 6 out of it. We'll make a 15-footer out of it. And folks, most of y'all see where I use this saw here a lot. This is a DeWalt 60-volt battery operated chainsaw. Has a 20-inch bar on it, and I really like this. I normally can work all day, especially down here at the Sawmill, just with one battery on here. And matter of fact, I haven't charged this battery in what, 3 or 4 days, and it's got 2 bars left. So I'm not sponsored by DeWalt, but I do like this saw, especially down here at the mill. Just in case some of you wondering why I'm loading from this side here, I'm too close to my chicken run. And on the other side, I probably could squeeze in there, but it's not worth it. So I just try to be real careful. Set me a pole up here and get ready to mill it. So this one here has still got some metal in it, so I've got to spend some time taking the metal out. And so I'm getting ready to do that. I'm not going to film that. Already filmed it 2 or 3 different times. So anyway, let me get the metal out and we'll get ready to saw this one. Okay, I've got all of the staples, nails, copper ground wire off that I can see with the eye. I've already scanned it on a couple of spots. I've rolled it over. We're going to continue scanning and see if I see anything else. Just so you know, if I get too close to that metal down here, you hear the beep. Too close. Okay, I think I'm ready to make sure it's level and start sawing again. And you know, some may say, Larry, you put a lot of time in these utility poles, and I do from time to time. but they make excellent lumber for outdoor buildings, particularly like the sawmill shed and all. So I think it's worth it. Plus, I just enjoy operating the mill, and I enjoy doing this. So yeah, I can afford to put a little bit of labor into it and do what I enjoy. So let me see if I can make some more 2x6s. Folks, this is why I saw this. Talking about, to me, this is a pretty lumber. It really is. It really is. I'm going to bring the camera around and give you a close-up of this. I want you to look at this lumber here now. That is some pretty wood. It's hard to go to the store and buy lumber like that. I really like that. Gonna make some awesome 2x6s. Well, I got it flipped over. Let's see how many 2x6s that we get out of it now. That is some pretty lumber. Out of that utility pole, I got 4 fine 2x6s out of that. I think this is probably a good time to end this video. I think I about have enough rafter sawed for the sawmill shed. So I want to say thank you so much for taking time to watch our videos. It means the world to us. And also, as a reminder, on the previous video, we announced a $100 gift card giveaway. If you haven't watched that, go back one video and watch that. I will try to tag that in this video here. But we're approaching 1,000 subscribers. So once we hit the 1,000 subscribers, I will scan the current video for comments, and all the rules are in the previous videos. You need to go back and watch that if you haven't. Go back and watch that, and I wish each of you the best of luck on winning $100. It don't cost you nothing to go ahead and subscribe and like and share and make yourself eligible for that $100 gift card. So make sure you do that. Anyway, Take care. God bless. And we'll see you again on the next Full Circle Ozarks.